Welcome to the wild ride of Women's March Madness. Make sure your seatbelt is buckled for the Sweet 16 matchup between number 1 seed South Carolina and No. 4 Maryland on Friday, and enjoy the show. If your seatbelt isn't buckled, the defending champion Gamecocks, Seatbelt Gang, will make sure you're strapped up, just like how they lock down opponents. And now, the Seatbelt Gang has another member, Te-Hina Paopao. "I'm just really proud to be part of the Seatbelt Gang," Paopao said Sunday after recording a career-high 4 blocks and 2 steals in South Carolina's 64-53 win over Indiana. The win advanced the team to its 11th consecutive Sweet 16, the second-longest streak in the nation. The Seatbelt Gang is known for setting the tone defensively for the Gamecocks, who rank 5th in the nation in blocks per game, 5.8, and opponents' field goal percentage, 35.2%. The group originated as a 2-woman show made up of SEC All-Defensive Team guard Raven Johnson and Bree Hall, who regularly celebrate their defensive prowess by strapping imaginary seat belts across their chest after guarding the opposing team's best player every night. But the duo is now a trio following Paopao's induction into the exclusive club. Dawn Staley, South Carolina coach, calls Juju Watkins' injury in March Madness a big void. Follow the madness. NCAA women's basketball scores, schedules, teams and more. "My girl showed she can play some defense," Hall said after the game. Johnson added, "She's a member of the Seatbelt Gang. Me and Hall was telling her that if she brings that all the time, nobody can stop that." How did the Seatbelt Gang originate? The Seatbelt Gang originated in South Carolina, not on the basketball court, but on the football field. Former Gamecocks defensive backs J.C. Horn and Israel Mukuamu came up with the seatbelt celebration during a walk-through ahead of a matchup against LSU in the 2020 season. Horn said they debuted the hand across the chest gesture during the game. "We played LSU that weekend. After the first stop I pulled the gesture out. My trainer posted it on his Instagram and it took off from there," Horn recalled during an interview with ESPN last week. The celebration can be seen everywhere, from Pop Warner to the NFL, to the Women's March Madness tournament. Horn was drafted with the number 8 overall pick by the Carolina Panthers in 2021 and became one of the highest-paid NFL CBs earlier this month. Te-Hina Paopao's defense doesn't get enough credit. Paopao has been known for being a knockdown shooter throughout her career, which started in Oregon 2020-23, before she transferred to South Carolina last year. Paopao is averaging a career-high 44.8% from the field, but South Carolina head coach Dawn Staley said she doesn't think Paopao's defense gets enough credit. "Pao's defense was great, it was executed to a.t.," Staley said on Sunday, following the win over No. 9 Indiana. "I thought she did a great job. We told her that in the locker room. I'm happy that we're helping to complete Pao, because for the longest, her reputation is she can just flat-out shoot the ball. She's a consummate point guard, and I don't think her defense gets enough credit in the past 2 years that she's been with us, because it's gotten better and better and better." Staley added, "We're a culture of playing defense, and if you don't play it, you stick out, and Paopao is not one that wants to stick out in that way." The Gamecocks will be tasked with slowing down number 4 seed Maryland, which is coming off a 111-108 double overtime win over No. 5 Alabama in the second-highest scoring game in women's NCAA tournament history. "They will shoot the 3 ball. They will drive it down your throats. They have some bigs that can command the paint," Staley said. "They play up and down. They get up and down the floor. They want the game in the 80s and 90s and 100s if they can." The USA Today app gets you to the heart of the news, fast. Download for award-winning coverage, crosswords, audio storytelling, the e-newspaper and more. South Carolina's Seatbelt Gang has a new member. Here's how the celebration began. "They will shoot the 3 ball. They will drive it down your throats. They have some bigs that can command the paint," Staley said. "They play up and down. They get up and down the floor. They want the game in the 80s and 90s and 100s if they can." The USA Today app gets you to the heart of the news, fast. Download for award-winning coverage, crosswords, audio storytelling, the e-newspaper and more.